September the 28th, 2011. We're here with Ciara Bolden, and we are talking about the trials of a single mother in college full-time. So, what is your what's your experience on being a single mother in college full-time with a child?
Hard, basically. That's the best word that I can use. It's not extremely hard. I don't want to discourage anybody who's a single mother from going to college, but it does have its trials and tribulations. If my daughter is sick, then I would have to miss school to cater to my daughter. And unlike myself, I cannot work because I am disabled, which makes it harder for me because going to school, going back and forth to doctor's appointments for myself, and still trying to take care of my daughter is a hassle. And for people who can work and try to go to school and still try to take care of their child, it's going to be, it's still going to be hard trying to get like a school schedule around their work schedule and still being able to take care of their child. And I'm a complete single parent. Like the father doesn't help me. I'm really by myself. So it's hard, but it's manageable at the same time. You have days where you have headaches, where you don't want to be bothered, or you need to study for finals, midterms, everything, and you can't because your child wants you to play with them. And it's, believe me, it's not hard, but it's not as easy either. You have to make sure that you manage out what you want to do. Don't put too much on your plate that you can't handle. If you work 8 hours a day, then if you decide to go to school, get one class that day. Don't try to get 2 or 3 to hurry up and graduate. If you work 40 plus hours a week, then remember that how many hours that you sign up for school, they want you to double that as far as your studying. So just try to make sure that you're leaving some time open for yourself, for your child, and that you're not being so overwhelmed that you're either going to miss work and get fired or miss school and they have to put you out for academic probation.
A young girl has a child and contemplates going to college, but is afraid or thinks in different scenarios she thinks it's going to be easy. What is your experience and recommendations to her on should she give up or
What do you mean by young? Like somebody who just graduated from high school, like young like that?
Yes, well, she wants to go to college. We can even use the scenarios that she's still in high school, but she wants to go to college, but she has a child, or she's graduated, but she has a child or two, and she wants to go to college. What is your recommendation to her, being as young, or that you are a single mother already in college? What is your gift to her, experience, knowledge to her?
Well, first thing is, if she really wants to do it, then do it. Don't think, I'm going to go ahead and do it just to, no. Like, if this is something that you really want to do, go ahead and do it. But make sure that you have everything else set up for your child as far as who's going to watch your child while you're in school. And once again, it's all about how much you know that you can take. The so-called good thing about her being young and still in high school, or even being young and just not graduating, is that mostly she's living with her mother, her parents, so they will still help her out. In my case, I live on my own, and I'm a single parent, and I'm 25. I've been a single parent for the past 2 years almost, so it's not going to be any easier or any harder depending on how old you are. As far as when you have a child, it just depends on where you're at in life. And if she wants to go to school, but make sure that's something that you seriously want to do. And once you start, don't stop, because it's harder for you to finish if you stop school. Just continue to go. Even if it takes you 4 years to graduate from a community college, go.
Now, how stressful is it with teachers and their, dealing with teachers and attitudes, or teachers that don't understand that you have a child to go home to?
You have some teachers that can be, I'm gonna use the better term, airheads, and it bothers you because you would think, okay, well, they're parents or they're grandparents, and they should understand where I'm coming from. You have some instructors who are lenient with you, who understand, but you have other instructors who feel like, okay, you're an adult, this is an adult environment, okay, you have an issue with your children, okay, that's a part of life. I haven't met an instructor yet who hasn't told me that being a parent is a job, is a full-time job within itself. So when you're in school, don't expect for anybody to feel sorry for you or to be lenient with you just because you're a parent, period. Just, you're going to have some that's going to be a little nicer than others. So the only thing I can tell you is try to have the same attitude all the way around, with the teacher who's lenient opposed to one who's extremely strict about you not coming to class and everything else. But also to help you out with the strict instructors, they're more lenient towards the ones who, when they're there, they're on time, they participate, they turn in all of the work on time, and as far as their midterms and finals go, you know, they're passing pretty well. So just try to make sure that you keep up with your work with the strict instructors, and they'll be pretty understanding. I haven't met an instructor yet who wasn't understanding with the students who wanted to be there. But if you're trying to use your child for the reason why, oh, you're failing or you've been late, they don't want to hear that.
So where do we see you from now, a few years from now, Ciara, when you graduate? What do we see you doing?
Well, hopefully next year, fall of 2012 is supposed to be my last semester here. Maybe a few classes I may have to do in the spring of 2013, but I don't think so. In the next few years, so we'll say 3 years, I would be out of Tri-C and I would be going to a 4-year university. It's a university that's signed up with Tri-C that I can sign up for their law program. And instead of me going there for the whole 4 years, I would just have to go there for 20 months.
All right. Well, that's good. Well, Ciara, it was good talking to you, and it was good, discussing these things with you, and hopefully we can get you back again,
Okay.
For a second part of this interview and get, some thoughts, because it's early in the semester, so we'll see how you're faring later on in the semester. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.